Peace, peace. Hope everyone is doing amazing. My name is Pure Bliss. If you are just watching me for the first time, and that's short for Purple Unicorn Rainbow. And as always, it is a pleasure to meet you. We are fully living into this Cancer full moon that has been brought to us, and we give thanks for that. We're fully living into this winter solstice that has been brought to us, and we give thanks for that. And today I am making this video to talk to you about releasing and just being. You know, from the time that we're born, we are given all of these stipulations and expectations of who we are supposed to be for our family, for our friends, for our, significant other, expectations that we put upon ourselves to be this person, this, non-realistic person to please someone, to please society, to please our family. But in reality, that's not what we came here to do. That's not who we came here to be. And now we're given the opportunity and the choice to shed all those false realities. We're given the opportunity to just be who we came here to be. Fully live into our power, fully love ourselves, fully express ourselves in all of the ways that we came to express ourselves. And I know, just speaking from my personal experience, it took me years and years. Well, it feels like years, but it's probably been about 4 years, I would say, 4 or 5 years, that I intentionally started to shift my reality. And I had to release a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of thoughts. There was a lot of rewiring that had to go on for me to just be who you see in front of you now. And, every day is a constant struggle. I will be honest, it's an internal struggle to lapse back into those realities or to still live into the reality that I have now created for myself. And every day it gets easier, but every day I am confronted with a new challenge. And last night, on the full moon, I was presented with the challenge of just really realizing that I have everything that I need within inside myself. I would say that from the time that my father left, I have been seeking validation from men. I have been waiting for them to tell me that I was enough. I have been waiting for them to tell me that I deserve to be loved. I have been waiting for them to tell me, that they loved me in one aspect or another. I know I've looked over my relationships. I've looked at the reasons I got into those relationships, the reason I allowed myself to be abused in those relationships. And it really all stems back to looking for that validation. And so when this came up for me, at first it was an external thing. It was my partner doing this to me. Why is he doing this to me? And then it was, no, this is coming from within you. This is something that I'm bringing to you so that you can deal with. And I know there, in our generations and the generations before us, there have been a lot of fatherless daughters. And that has been something that has plagued, this world for far too long. And I know that there are other women and other men that feel like this, feel like they're missing something because they didn't have that paternal support that they should have had. And when you realize that that really wasn't missing from you, it didn't come from the person that thought you out of their consciousness here, but the universe has always been there for you. The universe has always been everything that you needed, her, him, it, whatever, however you acknowledge that God force energy. They have always been there for you to lean on. And so now that the illusions are cleared, now that we fully understand and fully see who we are, and we realize that we are perfect just the way we are, it's an opportunity for us to release. It's an opportunity for us to say, you know what? There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not missing anything. I don't need anyone to validate me, because as long as I know who I am, that's all that matters. No one will ever fully understand you and why you do the things you do but you. And if you don't take the time to pick through and analyze yourself and fully understand why you work the way you work, you'll never understand yourself either. I really spent these last 4 or 5 years looking at myself as if I was my greatest project, because I am. And looking at myself as if I am a science experiment that I'm trying to understand, you know. And it really helps me to figure out what in my personality wasn't me, you know, what in my habits was not me. You know, what did I do just because I saw it on TV, or my mother did it, and, you know, or my father did that? What generational curses was I living into? And then I released them because that wasn't me. And then I got the opportunity to say, well, what do I actually like to do? What do I enjoy doing? You know, what makes me happy? What do I feel like is living in me that I'm supposed to give to the world? And I would say, you know, for people who are just starting this journey, I would say that's the best advice I can give you, is to really analyze yourself, really break yourself down. When you have a bad day, analyze that, because there's something there, you know. When you respond, you know, automatically, because we have our coping mechanisms, we have our automatic responses that we've just trained ourselves to do in order to protect ourselves from whatever that outside force is that you have not fully reconciled with, you know. And it's time to stop hiding in the closet. It's time to get rid of that idea that we don't talk about our problems because we're black. We do talk about our problems. And if you need somebody to talk to, find you a community. Create you a community. Talk to yourself if that's all you have. You know, write, journal, draw, whatever you need to do. You have to release that energy. You cannot keep walking around with these weights on you, because you were never meant to be weighted down. If you want to know why you can't fly, you can't fly because you're carrying around all of that weight, all of that baggage. And, you know, for people who understand what I'm saying, then, you know, you got that. If you're struggling with flying right now, that's why, sis. That's why, bro. You got to let that weight go. It's not for you to hold on to. It's not for you to carry. I know that you were told this was your weight to carry. You're going to have to deal with this for the rest of your life. That is a lie. Let it go. Use this energy of the winter solstice, because that's what it's here for, to say, you know what, I am going to be a better version of me right now. I am going to release these things that no longer serve me, and see what changes that it makes in your life. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to be angry. Don't be afraid to be depressed. Don't be afraid to be sad. These are all things that are going to happen. But the sun always comes up. You know what I'm saying? It may be dark. It may be dark for a few days, a few months. It may be dark the whole year for you, depending on what you have to release. But it will never stay that way. That's just not natural. And when you're natural, when you're going with nature, you already know. It'll rain. Yeah, that's good. We need that to make the flowers grow. We need that so new ideas can bloom. Yeah, things are going to fall. Shit is going to go crazy. But we need that. We need that shake up to happen, because before change, there has to be some force to push you. It has to be. That's how we change a society. That's how we change as human beings. If you look at our evolution, we didn't change because we wanted to change. We changed because we had to. We evolved to stay alive. So now you are being asked to evolve, not on a physical plane, but on a spiritual plane, to survive. Because I don't know if you know, but this world is evolving, and we either have the choice to evolve with it or get left behind. And so it's really, the choice is up to you. You know what I'm saying? But just be, you know. And that is probably the hardest thing that I have ever had to struggle with, learning to just be. And it is something that I am working on every day. It is something that I am appreciative that I have learned. It is something that I am cultivating into my life every day. And I pray that you work to cultivate it into yours as well. And so I end this video with a prayer. And I just pray that we always see through love's eyes. I pray that we never settle with just average. We never get comfortable. I pray that you grow immensely. I pray that you keep evolving. I pray that you find new avenues of your life, new corners. I pray that you live in abundance and overflow and prosperity and peace. First internally, and then it overflows into your external lifestyle. And I give thanks for the energy that you've given me during this video. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Peace.